Yesterday was a homecoming of sorts for Seahawks quarterback Dave Krieg. The Seahawks played on the road, but in Krieg's backyard. Lou Gellos reports on how Krieg's old college town, Milton, made the journey to Milwaukee to see their favorite NFL star.
A shade over 4,100 people call this small town home. 12 miles west of Whitewater, 5 miles north of Janesville. Milton, Wisconsin is a town you pass through. It's a town Seahawks quarterback Dave Krieg passed through on his way to the NFL. If you had to pick the most famous thing about Milton, what would that be?
Dave Krieg. Absolutely. He's really made a name for Milton College.
Dave has to be one of the biggest things. It's a highlight. It's somebody that made it the big time.
Rick Rush and Dave Bentz should know. Lifelong residents of Milton, they played with Krieg on the Milton College baseball and football teams. Like 90 or so other Miltonites, they gathered at the Scoreboard Bar on Merchant Row for the usual Saturday night beers and a warm-up for Sunday's 2-hour bus ride to Milwaukee for the game. Sue Schilberg organized that trip. She still marvels at how the young Milton College quarterback, her classmate, has hit the big time.
Well, he's home. It really means a lot for the people to be able to go and see him. It's not like watching him on TV every week, and much less we don't get to see him every week here. And everybody's just interested because he's our famous person now.
Then there's Ray Hansen, a Milton resident for nearly 2 decades.
Here he was pretty good. For a small town like ours, you know what I mean. Whoever thought he'd get picked up, you know, none of us did. But he made it.
Krieg tries to play down that long shot story, but he knows that it's true. Milton College is no more. Only the squirrels scurry around the campus now. Its buildings have been sold, but are, as yet, unoccupied. They stand out as reminders to this town of what once was. The reason for Milton's very existence, since 1848, was the college. The football field used to be here, but in the mid-60s, the library took its place.
So the team had to play its games here. They'd dress at the college about 5 blocks away. Cleats and all come marching down the streets of Milton to Anderson Field. This is where the Milton High School team played on Friday nights. For the college games on Saturday, they'd draw 400 to 500 fans, 600 on homecoming.
The bleachers were always full, but then that's not surprising considering their size. The fans spilled onto the banks which surround the field. Since Milton High School practiced at Anderson Field during the week, Coach Rudy Gadini had to find another place for his team to work out. He built a gate for Milton College's Wildcats, and they practiced here. It's not a football field anymore. This was a home game for the Milton Packer fans. It was a home game for Dave Krieg, too. So Milton's Krieg Corps found it difficult to break their staunch and lifelong support of Green Bay.
We're sitting up in a section of about 1,000 Packer fans. Every time Krieg does something great, we all stand up screaming. They're giving us these dirty looks and stuff. And we're rooting for the Packer. We like to see like a 42-38 game, you know, something like that, where he does real well, but then the Packers win. You know? We're all Packer fans. Come on.
Well, the Packers didn't win, but the score was as close as Russ had hoped, 6 points. Krieg's friends didn't just get to see him play. They saw him put together his second-best NFL outing ever. Milton's main man completed 22 of 35 passes for 319 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Nice game, Dave. Way to go.
The Milton Packer fans couldn't lose. Their team may have lost, but their favorite son won. In Milwaukee, Lou Gellos, top story.
Brights has got 5 cases in old style.
He had the perfect game for his own friends.